So congratulations on the deal. Both stocks up today. How did this deal come about? And when you were talking price, because that's been controversial, how did you come to justify this valuation? A lot of people thought it was pretty rich, at least at first.
Well, on these stock deals, the right way to think about it is the exchange ratio, not the dollar value. So the exchange ratio here is 0.444, which is another way of saying that on closing, Zillow shareholders will own 2/3 of the company, and Trulia shareholders will own 1/3 of the company. So the actual consideration, the dollar value, won't actually be known until closing. The headline price at announcement was $3.5 billion, but it's really that Trulia shareholders will own 1/3 and Zillow shareholders will own 2/3.
As a
Zillow board member,
go ahead.
Well, as a Zillow board member and as CEO of Zillow, I have to ask myself: would I rather own 2/3 of the combined company or 100% of Zillow standalone? And I'd much rather own 2/3 of the combined company. I'm extremely excited. As I think out, say 5 or 10 years from now, of what that combined company will be worth, I think 2/3 of that is going to be worth a lot more than Zillow would have been worth standalone. So that's why I'm so excited about it.
There is a lot of fragmentation, though, in the real estate ad market, talking about your business. How do you think Zillow and Trulia combined are positioned to consolidate that market? What's your advantage now?
Well, there is a lot of fragmentation. Even Zillow and Trulia together only have about 4% of what real estate professionals spend on advertising each year, which is about $12 billion in total. What happens is that eventually advertisers follow audience. And so we intend to operate the Trulia brand as a standalone brand. So we'll have Zillow, HotPads, and StreetEasy, which are the 3 brands that Zillow already operates, and then the Trulia brand. And that will allow us to have an even larger audience. And then in turn, eventually, as more advertising moves online, we think that advertisers will flock to the audience that these 4 brands represent.
What's really interesting about your businesses is that you're consumer-facing sites. You market to consumers, but your real customers are actually the real estate agents and so on that pay for the ads. They now could be worried about rising prices. So what's your approach going to be towards that community?
The way we price our products has always been by focusing on the return on investment for the advertiser. Advertisers, agents have a lot of choices about where to spend the $12 billion a year that they spend. And so it's incumbent upon us to make sure that when they spend money on Zillow or Trulia, they make money. And if they don't, well, then they won't buy advertising from us. They'll buy it from someone else. So that's how we think about ad products, and that's how we price them, and that won't change post-acquisition.